Hotel Urumuri in Gicumbi district is among the establishments that have been caught breaking the regulations after people coming from a wedding in Kigali went to it to drink and socialize and then left. Its manager was immediately arrested. The COVID-19 preventive guidelines were broken at Hotel Urumuri because one of our employees had a wedding in Kigali, and afterwards they booked a bus and came here to hold a buffet and then left again. We became aware that it was a problem after receiving them. Local authorities have now closed the hotel and say its management had been warned many times before this latest incident. I talked to them on numerous occasions about this sort of thing, sometimes going there with security personnel, but they would not listen. Now, when you consider that Gicumbi district has some of the highest numbers of COVID-19 infections, there cannot be any tolerance of this behavior. In Musanze district, some restaurants have been found to have been transformed into bars while others use them for tontine meetings. The mistake we were found making is allowing people who have never taken a COVID test to dine here and also let them drink alcohol while waiting for their food to be prepared. There was carelessness on our part as people working in the hospitality sector, and we need to correct ourselves on this. We have a tontine with many members, but we no longer hold general assemblies. This was just a committee meeting to assess how our tontine is doing, and the police came and arrested us. From now on, we will be communicating to the authorities when we want to hold such meetings. In the last 2 weeks alone, 4 hotels and 5 restaurants have been closed in Musanze district. Hotels are allowed to provide meals, accommodate people looking for rooms, but they must first be tested so that they do not spread the virus during their stay. We must, however, remember that bars in those hotels are not allowed to function. On Saturday, 60 people were found gathered for prayers at a person's home, and after being tested, 8 were found to have COVID-19. Most came from the Adventist church and have certain beliefs, but those beliefs are not above the law. When we catch such people, we remind them that they have an obligation to preserve life and respect the preventive guidelines in place. Provincial authorities are also reminding the general public that the pandemic is still very much a threat. I am asking local residents to increase their efforts of fighting this pandemic by respecting the preventive measures in place because not enough people have been vaccinated. We are still seeing people caught breaking the preventive guidelines that were put in place by the top leadership of our country, and they should be respected. The National Police is warning that no one is above the law. Thinking that you can open your hotel to more people than are allowed, use your restaurant to sell alcohol as if it is a bar is not allowed. Increasing the capacity restaurants can receive from 30 to 50% does not mean that people can start breaking the rules and transforming them into bars, or that hotels should be filled to capacity and beyond, which is obviously causing problems. If places of worship are to receive just 50% of their capacity, it does not mean that people should transform their private homes into places of worship. The districts of Karongi and Gicumbi, where incidents of people breaking the preventive measures are highest, are also home to some of the sectors that have remained in a total lockdown.